Hi folks, Ryan from renewedhealth.com. Hope you're doing well today. Wanted to talk with you a little bit about energy. So how do you generate good energy in your body? The Chinese call it qi. You can call it qi as well. It's a great term. So qi is important. So how do you generate that internal energy in your body? It's great ways to do it. Exercise can be helpful, whether it's external exercises or internal exercises like qigong or yoga as well. Great ways. You can also kind of burn out your energy as well. Lots of folks find themselves looking for false energy, trying to find ways to kind of make it through the day, and maybe that's coffee, or maybe it's caffeine and soda or stuff of that sort, or maybe it's actually finding energy in kind of illicit ways and ways that aren't good for your body. We know about people that use kind of illegal drugs to kind of get that jump on the course of the day. All of those clearly are not great ways to sustain kind of life-giving, longevity-promoting, sustainable energy for the course of the day that you need every single day for the rest of your life to be vibrant, to stay stay on top of your game. The mental energy as well, not just that edgy kind of energy, but balanced energy. So there's a few things that we know in the world that have stood the test of time for providing good energy. One of them is ginseng. Well, it's interesting in the natural health world, all of the things that kind of get attention except for ginseng. And I think the reason being is that most of the ginseng, the overwhelming majority of the ginseng in the American market is such poor quality that people just kind of pass it over. They forget to give it a second look. They fail to realize that it is one of the most expensive herbs in the world, and that the Japanese and the Chinese and Koreans and folks from Singapore, folks that actually have money in the Orient, spend an exorbitant amount of money in getting the best ginseng that they possibly can. And they have for a couple thousand years. So why is it that the American market's kind of missed it? Well, because candidly, most companies out there in the market that sell ginseng sell it just simply for the profit. And they know that the American consumers are not aware of really how substantial of an herb it can be. So sometimes women say, well, I heard ginseng's just for men. An unbalanced young ginseng, as is right, it can throw off a woman. But a balanced root, a root that's old, a root that's really appropriate from an energetic standpoint for both men and women, it's hard to find in the American market. So we are proud to provide Ginseng Sublime from Dragon Herbs. Great company. And they only sell mature roots, meaning that the roots have to be at least 6 years old in this product to actually sell it. Now, most ginseng on the market is actually produced with chemicals and fertilizers and insecticides, and it's produced kind of in environments where it's being protected from the environment. Well, that misses the whole boat. You want a ginseng that actually is grown with stressors in the market, meaning that the root actually has to survive. Ginseng is about the consistency of a carrot. So if you think about a carrot surviving in the wild for a long time, it doesn't happen. It rots. It gets eaten by animals. So the older the root, typically the better of the root. The root that's grown in a harsh environment is better than a root that's grown, like for instance here in North Carolina. We have ginseng in the mountains of North Carolina. But a root grown in a harsh environment like the Catskill Mountains in New York, parts of Canada and Manchuria and parts of China, and in Korea as well, where the winters are harsh and the summers are, there's a high variability in temperature, produces a better ginseng, where the adaptogenic components of the herb really start to come out. And that chemistry is actually translated into the person that consumes it as well. The adaptability of the herb, the root itself, to be able to survive that harsh climate, translates into a chemical profile that's much broader. So ginseng, one of the things it's really good for is it is a strong adaptogenic herb. Helps your body to be able to cope with stress. It's also a very energizing herb, but if you get a root that's old enough, it actually can be settling to the mind as well. So it's not an herb that you would take at night, and for most people have insomnia or anything of that sort. Like if you had a cup of coffee or something with caffeine in it, it might very well keep you up at night. A good quality ginseng really doesn't have that characteristic. So the roots in Ginseng Sublime First ingredient, organic Changbai Mountain red ginseng root. Changbai Mountain is the source of where ginseng is believed to really have evolved out of, where it kind of populates. Its original source of the herb came from there. And Changbai Mountain is a pristine mountain preserved in China, far from any level of industrial commerce or industrial industry or anything of that sort at all. So it's a very clean environment, unlike most of China. Second, organic Changbai Mountain white ginseng. So red ginseng and white ginseng are just processed differently, so they have different energetic components. The third component, American ginseng root as well. American ginseng is a relative to Chinese ginseng, but it's got different constituents, a little bit more yin than it is yang, which means it has a lot of times if somebody is excessively yang, means they really burn the candle their candle of their life force down a little bit too much, and they need to be replenished with yin. This formulation is very well balanced. So it's effectively using organic ginseng roots. It's really premium grade, and also on top of that, it's concentrated enough. You'll find most ginseng products on the market use 1 pound to 1 gallon of extract. That's really not much of a concentration at all. This stuff is typically 8 pounds to make a gallon of extract. Okay? So you think about that level of potency. You can taste the difference in potency. You can see the difference if you just squirt it out in a teaspoon or whatever, you'd see it. So it's just a very strong extract. Highly recommended. I love it. Take it before a workout. Take it at the beginning of a stressful day. Take it when you know you've got exams. Take it when you know that you're going into a negotiation at the office with something that's important. Take it when you're going in for an interview. Take it when you've got a 5K that you've got to run that day or whatever the case may be. But you can take it also just on a daily basis to really up your primal energy. So folks, hope that helps. Try it. It's a great product. I think you'll be happy with it. I don't think I've ever had anyone that's tried a bottle of this that hasn't loved it. So we wish you the best from renewedhealth.com. Again, this is Ryan. Feel free to give us a call if you have any questions.